Fuck that nigga, ay. Oh yeah, it's time to mix it up and get your glow, girl. I know that you gon' get it, you got so much. Don't let nobody tell you that it's over. I want you to know that, girl, you got it, you got it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck that nigga.
Thank you for tuning in to Relationships That Part. I'm Tina, aka Tina the Editor. I'm here today to discuss 5 top reasons why women can't find or keep a good man when they find one. But before we get into that discussion, please hit the like and subscribe button so that you can be notified when new videos roll out. Now let's get into it. Reason number 1 why women can't seem to find and keep a good man is because we tend to look for love in the same ways that has failed others before, has even failed ourselves before. We don't keep score of how many times we have done something pertaining to looking for love in a certain way that has not ever worked for us, but we keep repeating the cycle. We have got to start looking for love when we are ready, when we are emotionally available, when we are in a good space within ourselves, as well as when and where you look is key. Because if you're looking in the bushes, you might just find leaves. You might just find dirt and gravel. But if you're looking in a place where something worth finding is possible, then you're on a better track. That's number 1. Reason number 2 is my all-time favorite. We, as women, we don't give ourselves time enough to heal in between relationships. We have got to stop feeling so compelled to get into the next thing moving when it comes down to relationships. Okay, so what? He broke up with you and he's engaged to be married, or he moved up the street with some other girl. So what? It does not matter unless you are healed. You're not in a competition of who gets to the altar first after a breakup. It's all about being in the right place emotionally and mentally and physically before we are on another quest for love. We have got to stop treating our bodies and our hearts as if they're going to expire if we don't let someone or anyone misuse it. Men are on the prowl at all times. Men are looking for Miss Vulnerable, Miss Broken Hearted. If you don't believe me, post on any social media platform that you're on how a man did you dirty or just broke your heart in some kind of way or disappointed you, and watch and see how many men climb on that post in the comments or in your inbox, or even a friend you haven't heard from in forever. They will take up on the opportunity to be your knight in shining armor. We all know that that's really just male instinct, animalistic instinct anyways, when you are preying upon the vulnerable. And you just have to be aware of when you're being or coming off as vulnerable. So not all men. I'm not here to bash men. I'm just stating facts. But in the animal kingdom, any leader of any pack is going to have a very sharp eye for weakness. Doesn't mean he's the smarter of the pack. It just means that he knows how to use your weakness to his advantage. If you're looking like a little damsel in distress in the jungle with your 2-piece bra and your leopard skirt, what do you expect an animal in the jungle to do? They're gonna pounce. Only certain people should know that you couldn't get out of bed today. Only certain people should know that you haven't eaten in 2 days. That's not everybody's information who has ears. You have got to be in a vulnerable state, but keep the vulnerable aspect to the people that are closest to you or to yourself until you are ready to share it with people who will be responsible with that knowledge. Men are not saints, neither are women. So stop giving men the benefit of the doubt that they're there to protect your heart, when the only thing they know about your heart is that it's in a weakened state and that it sits behind your breast, that they've complimented you about 3 or 4 times today on alone. Like, that's the only thing they know about your heart. So stop trusting people so freely and openly and quickly with the fact that you are in between having been hurt and having been healed, okay? Reason number 3. Number 3 is we don't learn from our mistakes. Plain and simple. I know we're supposed to be on a learning curve when we're in our early to mid 20s. You know, we're supposed to make mistakes, and even then we don't take ourselves too serious, or we don't take the situations that we should a bit more serious. But there are some people still sitting in the classroom that are in their 40s, 50s. The reason is because you keep putting the answers that everyone else has put that has failed. Like, why would you copy off the slow kid in class? Why would you take notes from the, person? Like, if we really think about it, we tend to do that. We tend to be like, you know what, she did it, or he's doing it, so hey, why not? It's like, well, have you checked how it turned out for them or how it's working out for them? And even if you do have an idea that is going kind of good, like, that's on the surface. You don't know what's going on emotionally and mentally in that person's life. So you don't want to see obvious signs of someone going in the wrong direction and then mimic them. That is what we do. We're like, you know what? Messing with a married man is probably not the thing to do, but, Keisha is doing it. Tamika did it, So why not? He's separated. Until, I would say, in that situation, which is a whole nother topic, but I would say until you are legally divorced, you are married in God's eyes and in the state's eyes. So I'm not going to get into how I feel about that, but we need to learn from our mistakes. Don't take notes from people who are failing, ladies. Even yourself. Don't take notes from yourself. Like, if you burnt a cake, don't do exactly what you did last time. If you ruined a perfectly good relationship by being too clingy or disconnected, that's a surefire way to end up with more of the same. So pay attention to what is getting you closer to where you want to be in life and in relationships, and repeat and build on that in a positive, reinforcing kind of way. And as far as if you did something more than once and it didn't work out for you both times or each time, that's a behavior that should never be repeated. There is no excuse. There is nothing you can tell me or yourself when that hurt sets in and when that regret sets in that's gonna make it any different or any better. So stop repeating the same mistakes. I don't care how fun it is. I don't care. It's, a lot of things are fun, but broken hearts aren't. And fun, if it's not handled with care, it can leave you in a lot of pain. So learn from your mistakes, ladies. I think if the men are still here, they're gonna like this one. Reason number 4, hormones. We can't seem to find a man because we are so busy not being a lady. We are sleeping with anything and everything moving, and we think that we're the only ones that know about it.
Fuck that nigga, hey. Oh yeah, it's time to mix it up and get your glow